Firstly, should there be a local supermarket in every suburb, or is there preference for larger, more sustainable supermarkets and possibly other additional retail space in particular local centres? In other words, build some of the local centres up more and have that as a good competitive objective. I'm certainly impressed by the standard of many of the local centre supermarkets and their competitive offer. Others are struggling, and some of the centres are struggling. Secondly, should there be a more flexible approach to the group centre development, particularly enabling some group centres to become larger with an additional supermarket operator, not just the expansion of an incumbent supermarket, which has tended to be the case in the past. That I think Charnwood is probably a good example in Belconnen, where Woolworths are going to substantially expand their supermarket in that group centre, and that is a good thing for competition. It makes the consumers in that area get a better offer and a better choice. However, some group centres can be justified. I've certainly heard from many parties in the stakeholder categories that some of the group centres should be bigger, that we've stuck too rigidly to the group centre just being this one-size-fits-all approach. Thirdly, where the planning and development process is considering competition impacts along with all the other public amenity factors in some group centres, this is in terms of new developments or redevelopments, and we have some coming through the processes. We have some group centres that will be built out in Gungahlin. We have ones like Kingston, that Kingston area where in south of Canberra there is a gap in supermarket provision, and perhaps even there's issues in the city centre. Where that's being considered, should there be a proactive approach by the ACT government to indicate that if there's an additional supermarket, that in some of those instances it should be restricted to an independent, such as Super IGA or Super Barn or an Aldi. And that's a question that the ACT government are asking. They have certainly a lot of feedback from some parts of the community and some of the retail sector that there needs to be more diversity. I think so far in the ACT we actually haven't done a bad job in getting choice and diversity, particularly with the local centre offer from the independents. But these are questions that we're trying to get community views on.